Hey, good people of YouTube. This is Stocks with Josh. I'm in Sacramento, California, but I'm getting connected with you guys on these interesting markets. Well, just like I said yesterday, the last 2 days, October has been performing better than September. And the big question is, will it last? Will October be the bear market killer that we talked about? Well, we want it to be. But let's stop and acknowledge that this market has gone up for the last 2 days on no real significant news. It simply came down, hit the 200-week moving average, it stopped and it popped. The market had its best one-day rally since November of 2020. So is this just a technical line of support and the markets have no real reason to be going up right now? And if that's the case, how high might we go before the next move down? What is the reality of the rally? Well, the reason the markets bounced were they were simply too oversold, which means that the traders simply became way too negative on the market and the momentum to the downside was moving too fast. So we got to where we got to too quickly. In addition, the 2-year Treasury note did pull back, which does take some pressure off of the Fed, together with a possible lower inflation report that may be coming. It might allow the Fed to be more dovish moving forward. What we have to examine today is, will this rally be just a one-day wonder? What I really think is going on is that we've seen these 1 or 2 day rallies, which are very likely just the short sellers taking profits. Remember, they have to buy to close out their extremely profitable short positions. Today, I took profits on my Norwegian Cruise Line options. I was up 270%. And I've got to be honest with you, I was pretty excited about that. But one of you guys told me in the comments section that you took profits today and were up 700%. Well, I just have to congratulate you. Way to go. You killed it. But as I said before, guys, bears make money, bulls make money, but hogs get slaughtered. I'm not greedy. I was very happy with my gain. I was able to get back some of the money that I actually had lost on Norwegian just a couple days ago with a small profit. In addition, I did take profits on my Alibaba options. I was a little bit more reluctant to take profits there. I was up just around 100%, and I gave you guys those plays when I entered them, and there was plenty of time after I provided those plays for anyone who wanted to get in to get in. Now, I might have sold my Alibaba too early, but I'm watching carefully. If there's some dips, I will be adding back to my position because I believe that we are much closer to the bottom than we are in a risk scenario of being too high up. So I want to go over, there are 3 fundamental reasons that are keeping us in a strong bearish trend that we can't afford to lose sight of. Nothing really has changed about them. The reason the market is rallied is more based on technical reasons and short sell covering than it is fundamental reasons. And it's the fundamental reasons that are driving this market further down. Number 1, the first problem that we have that's keeping us in the bearish direction is the war still between Russia and the Ukraine, and more specifically, Europe's dependence on Russian oil. Until this is resolved, then as we move closer to the winter, the risk of Europe's economy being significantly damaged due to the ongoing Russian-Ukraine war and its relationship to oil remains an elevated concern and a risk to all of us in the marketplace. And then number 2, we have big tech's dependence on China. There's political issues going on there, as well as an ongoing struggle with COVID that has been keeping their economy from not moving quickly. And what we've got ahead of us is this month, we're going to get the big 5 tech companies' earnings, and we're going to see what's going on and if China has been holding them back. And as I've been saying for a while, it's the big tech companies that I believe can actually pull these markets down. They're the ones who are likely going to give us that final 10% move on the S&P 500 that would bring us down to around that 38%. And we're going to know a lot about big tech by the end of this month. And of course, the third reason is the Fed. We're not done with the Fed and inflation, and we haven't gotten the pivot because we haven't gotten the data that would support the pivot. And until that data comes in, we have to imagine that he's going to remain a hawkish Fed. He's going to out-hawk the hawks. So those are the 3 things that are continuing to put downward pressure on the markets. And in my opinion, we don't have clarity on any of them. So it's been really interesting though that over in crypto, it seems as if Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and Ethereum have in some way decoupled from the NASDAQ and the markets in general, as they're holding up so much better than a lot of other stocks. Every single time I talk about crypto, I'm going to say the same thing. Don't sleep on investing in crypto during the bear winter. Putting in $25 a week into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and your favorite level 1 or level 2 crypto could be life-changing money. Do it for the next 6 months, and I believe you'll get a great average price, and it's going to be one of the best decisions in investing that you can make right now in this bearish moment. I really don't believe that there is a single stock that I have in mind that's going to give me the return that I believe that my crypto will give me. I know that crypto right now is not popular, and a lot of you guys lost 70, 80, 90% of your investments. I think you have to shake that off. I think you have to remember the opportunity, get focused. I can tell you from personal past experience, when I've made mistakes, the hardest thing to do is to get back up and move forward. Come up with a new plan, and that's how you're going to succeed. You're not going to succeed by just going dormant and walking away from your investments. All right, we're having great conversations every day over on the MooMoo app. Typically, when I buy or sell something, I will post it there first. And if you guys want to join me, there's a link in the description of the video for MooMoo. If you guys open and fund your account, they're offering 15 free stock valued up to $30,000. If you put in just $100, then you're going to get 6 shares and 6 chances at $2,000. Once you've created your account, you can search for Stocks with Josh and join my community. So right now, I'm imagining this to be a short-lived rally. If you remember back on my other video that I did about wages, food, and housing being the real inflation concerns and what it's really going to take to indicate a reversal there, that's why I sold the rip today, and I'll find out, like the rest of you guys, if the market continues to run tomorrow and if I sold too early or if I sold appropriately. But no matter what happens tomorrow, I was up 300% on one trade and 100% on the other, so it was good for me. In this market, I'm going to be looking to buy the blood red days and sell on the pops. But what I really want to cover right now is specific advice for what I consider to be the 2 different groups that follow this channel. Group 1 are the swing traders. These are the guys who are buying strategic technical support and looking to sell resistance. If you're trading like that, then let me remind you, don't enter a trade without a tight stop loss. That is lump sum swing trading, and in this kind of a bearish market, you need a stop loss. And the other group are investors, and they're adding to a long-term portfolio. Into that group, I would say that in my opinion, these markets are 25 to 30% down, and we will likely get another 5 to 7% in the next couple months. And it'll be a dark day with a lot of FUD and fear and panic. And when you get down to 36%, you know for a fact that I'm gonna be here saying it's time to buy at that moment. It'll be an all-out feeling of apocalypse, but it will be the time to buy. You know that we are together on this journey. I'm doing it with you because you know I love you guys. If you want to join this family, then hit the like, the subscribe, and that notification bell. As always, my friends, peace and blessings. I'll see you tomorrow.